do this guy a favor. Please buy his wine. Poor Dominique Gruhier. You don't know what the hell this man's been through. I'm going to tell you. In 1990, he buys a vineyard with Pinot Noir grapes 10 miles northeast of Chablis in Epineuil. Why? 35 years ago, why would you buy a red wine vineyard in the coldest fucking place in France? Okay, so he did that, and then he bought the winery, got everything all set up, and then he found out that the local co-op thought they had the grapes for the next 25 years. He didn't sign, but in the winery, the tanks that he used for his first vintage in 1990, a great year, were filled with Brettanomyces. So he had to throw it all out. In 1991, his entire harvest froze. In 1992, his dad bought some of the vineyard next to him in 1991, like, hey, let's do this, let's be a team. In 1992, Dad's winery burned down. He hadn't made any wine yet. Things did get better, slowly. And now look who's smiling, huh? How smart was he 35 years ago to buy red wine vineyards in the middle of BFE before climate change? He did luck into something pretty amazing now, and that's what we got in front of us today. This is the Dominique Gruhier, Bourgogne, Epineuil, Côte de Beaune, Cuvée Juliette. Red wine from north of Chablis. It's happening. It's a thing. This is cool, literally. Climate change, it's happening. It's here, right? It's getting too hot. In the middle of Burgundy, there are some concerns in the Côte de Beaune about some of the vineyards being too warm now, based on their situation, the weather, the temperature, the elevation, the slope, the angle. And people are looking for alternatives, looking for ways to figure it out, when all they have to do is buy vineyards in the Côte de Beaune. This guy. Apparently, from what I heard, he's the nicest dude in the face of the planet. And on top of that, he makes really great friggin' wines. Now, one of the cool things is we are growing Pinot Noir on Kimmeridgian soil, Chablis soil, the same dirt as in Chablis, on insane 45-degree slopes. The vineyards are out of control. That's the other thing, doing vineyard work. This guy. And so he's got Pinot Noir, 45-degree slopes on Kimmeridgian Chablis soil. The wine's amazing. He's been organic for like 20 years, certified in 2015, but he was growing organically before then. Also at a time, you're gonna grow organic when in those conditions? And he did it. He did all of it. And he bought more vineyard, he doubled down. And now, after 35 effing years, you know, we see why. We see why. What a nose. All ambient yeast fermentation. He treats this like serious Burgundy from the Côte d'Or. This is a 30% new wood for the Cuvée Juliette. This from a vineyard was planted in 1978. So we're talking about almost 50-year-old vines here. And the wine is beyond distinctive. It literally is one of the coolest Pinot Noirs that we've tasted this year. I wish there was more of it. I wanted to buy more of this. And the gentleman, of course, only had so much. This is Gruhier's, I think, top cuvée, the Cuvée Juliette, from a 3-acre parcel of some of the oldest vines on the steepest slopes in the property. And this wine's so cool, man. This gives me vibes of like a great vintage of wine from the Côte de Beaune in the 1990s. That's what this smells like. It's a throwback wine, but in the best way. So like near Beaune, you know, like in this area, the wines weren't as heavy, they weren't as ripe, and they have a juiciness, a succulence to them with an energy and vibrancy that lets you know you're on these Kimmeridgian soils, these calcareous, these just chalky, shelly soils. The wine has wonderful presence on the palate. It is cool, but thoroughly ripe in the middle. It is like a cool black cherry character. Usually when in these cooler areas, you're talking about strawberry, you're talking about tart cherry. This is more like a cool black cherry character in this wine. Those black cherries right before they reach peak ripeness. Not underripe at all, perfectly ripe with a strong minerality. It's not as salty or shell-y as a Chardonnay would be in these soils. The wine is more straight up Pinot Noir, but it has, again, like kind of like this Côte de Beaune vibe, but like almost like Haute Côte, like in the upper areas, a great wine from like the Haute Côte de Beaune. Like that, it's singing. I love this gear. Tris and I were knocked out by this wine when we first had it, and it's no different today. The wine is showing beautifully. I believe, to my knowledge, there's only about 65 hectares in this AOC, in Bourgogne Epineuil AOC. The white wines from this area are Bourgogne Tonnerre, if you ever see it. A lot of folks in Chablis are heading towards this area to produce more white wine, and instead, this cat is producing the finest red wine in this terroir, 10 miles northeast of Chablis. Incredible. What a story. We support Dominique Gruhier wholeheartedly. Oh, not to mention the fact, all of this, and this wine hits the shelf at $35. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. What a wonderful, joyful wine from who I'm sure is probably one of the nicest, obviously most patient guys growing Pinot Noir in France today. Good on you, Dominique. We are here for you, buddy. Label's cool, wax cap. We're here for you, buddy. We support you. Click and buy this wine. Support Dominique Gruhier, please. And also support us, like us, and don't be afraid to subscribe to our amazing videos that are out there on a near daily basis. Cheers.